The next evening, as the sun set behind the mountains, Adrian found himself wandering the familiar paths of the forest. His thoughts were consumed by Isabelle. Her courage and the warmth of her presence had stirred something within him, something he hadn't felt in centuries. He knew he should stay away, but the pull towards her was undeniable. Meanwhile, Isabelle couldn't shake the feeling of excitement and curiosity that had taken hold of her since meeting Adrian. She had always been drawn to the mysterious and unknown, and Adrian embodied both in ways she couldn't fully comprehend. Determined to learn more about him and the world he hinted at, she returned to the forest. As the two met again under the ancient oaks, their conversation flowed more freely. Isabelle asked about the legends surrounding Draeven, and Adrian, with a mix of hesitation and intrigue, began to share fragments of his past. He spoke of the town's hidden history, the ancient covenants, and the eternal struggle between vampires and humans. Isabelle listened intently, her eyes wide with fascination. She felt a mixture of fear and awe as Adrian described the world that existed just beyond the reach of ordinary people. She realized that her quest for the night bloom had led her to something far more significant. As they ventured deeper into the forest, the air grew colder and the shadows longer. Adrian led Isabelle to a secluded clearing where the night bloom grew in abundance. The flowers glowed faintly under the moonlight, their delicate petals shimmering like stars. While Isabelle collected the flowers, Adrian watched her with a protective gaze. He sensed other vampires nearby, drawn by the same mysterious energy that had brought Isabelle to the forest. The presence of these other vampires posed a threat, not just to Isabelle, but to the fragile balance Adrian had maintained for so long. Suddenly, a rustle in the bushes signaled the approach of danger. A group of vampires, their eyes gleaming with hunger, emerged from the shadows. Adrian stepped in front of Isabelle, his stance defensive and determined. The leader of the group, a vampire named Marcus, recognized Adrian and sneered. Marcus taunted Adrian, accusing him of betraying their kind by protecting a human. A tense standoff ensued, with Adrian trying to reason with Marcus and his followers. The air was thick with tension, and Isabelle could feel the imminent threat of violence. As the confrontation escalated, Isabelle's fear gave way to a newfound determination. She stood beside Adrian, her resolve strengthening. She realized that her connection with Adrian was more profound than she had initially understood, and she was willing to fight for it. In a swift and fierce battle, Adrian defended Isabelle with all his strength, his centuries of experience evident in his movements. As the first light of dawn began to pierce the darkness, Adrian and Isabelle knew their bond had deepened. They had faced danger together and emerged stronger. But they also realized that their journey was just beginning, and the challenges ahead would test their courage, trust, and the burgeoning love they were discovering. With the promise of new adventures and the weight of looming threats, Adrian and Isabelle walked back to Draeven side by side, ready to face whatever the future held for them.